If you wholesale in Pennsylvania, this is urgent news that you need to hear. Pennsylvania passed a law back in July that is now going to require all wholesalers in Pennsylvania, doesn't mean you have to live here, it means you do business here, to get a real estate license. Now I know that might sound a little crazy, so give me a minute and I'm going to explain. Pennsylvania and every state across the country requires real estate salespeople to have a license. Up until now, wholesaling was kind of a gray area and it wasn't regulated. What Senate Bill 1173 did was to redefine what real estate sales is to include wholesaling, which means that when this law takes effect in January, wholesalers will need to have a real estate license or you will be in violation and be put out of business. So it is absolutely urgent that you work on getting your license now. The bill says residential wholesaling involves the practice of transferring property between buyer and seller through a third-party equitable interest or a signing of a contract. As this is a newer practice, current state law did not address it, leaving buyers and sellers across Pennsylvania potentially unaware that they are party to a wholesale transaction. This legislation requires those engaged in residential wholesaling to be licensed in Pennsylvania. It also requires the buyer and seller to be made aware that this is a wholesale transaction and that they have the right to seek an appraisal and cancel the contract. This law takes effect in January and the disclosures have not been released yet, but I will be letting you know when they do so that we can keep an eye on them and learn about them together. If you wholesale in Pennsylvania, and you wish to continue doing so after January of 2025, you must get a real estate license. In Pennsylvania, in order to get a real estate license, you must be at least 18 years of age, have a high school diploma or equivalent, complete 75 hours of state-mandated pre-licensure education, and pass the state exam. Once you meet all of those qualifications, you are then eligible to get a real estate license. Once you have a license, you must hang it with a broker. Now, I know that nobody wants to take the classes. I totally get that, and I've spoken to a lot of wholesalers. Some of them are pretty pissed off. I've heard all kinds of comments about how the government has no right to step in and regulate, and how it sucks, and how they don't need it. And I feel you, I really do. But the bottom line is you have to get it. And lucky for you, I teach the real estate classes. Class begins September 9th and you'll be finished by November 6th. It's about 3 times a week from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. Eastern time. You don't have to be a Pennsylvania resident or even a U.S. citizen in order to get your real estate license in Pennsylvania, but if you want to wholesale in Pennsylvania, you absolutely must have a license come January. Use the link below to register online, select the pay in full option, and get a free textbook. We also offer a payment plan, so if you want to elect that, you can do that upon checkout. We have Zoom options and in-person options. If you're in Philadelphia and you want to do in-person, sign up right away because we only have a few seats left. If you have any questions about what it takes to get your real estate license, why you need to get your real estate license, or anything else to do with getting your real estate license, drop it in the comments below. Not only do you need your real estate license to wholesale, but it's also going to allow you to sell real estate, which is a really amazing, wonderful way to make a living. There's so much potential income there, and it might be something that you can look at as the silver lining of having to get your real estate license.